Hi guys, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today is your June 2022 predictions. We have 3 piles available for you to choose from today. Before we get into that, I'm just going to explain how today's reading is going to work. So, we're going to start off with getting a general energy for your June, as well as a challenge and the blessing that's coming in for your June as well. And we're then going to move on to your love section, career and finances, and then finally your spiritual and emotional health and well-being. So, thanks for joining me today. I'm really glad that you're here. We're about to head on into the piles. Just before we do, I just want to say, if you enjoy my channel, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. And every little bit helps. My channel is growing every day. I absolutely love it. So stay with me. I'm glad that you're here. And let's get into the piles. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds now to do what you guys do to pick your piles. And I'll see you at your timestamps, which is down in the description box as well as the comment section. See you there. Hi Pile 1, so we are looking into your June, and we are starting off with the card in the middle here is the main theme for your June. So we're going to get some main energies out of this. We then have on your left a challenge that you guys are going through, and on the right, a blessing that will be coming to you, or the blessings that's coming in for you in June. So let's get into this first part of the reading. So we have here for your main energies, the main theme for June, spirit messages. We have the number 34, which breaks down to 7. Okay, and we have observe limitations. So with the card here and the bird on this card, what I am seeing in my mind's eye here is a bird that has had their wings clipped. And now, of course, birds were created to fly. That's, something that they are just naturally meant to do. And of course, if a bird has had their wings clipped, they can't fly. So this month of June is going to be about you making some observations in your life and figuring out what it is that's holding you back, what it is that is limiting you from moving forward, from being where you would like to be in your life, from things that are stopping you from living the life that you want to live. Okay, and this can be situations in your life. This can be the environment you may be in, and this could even be, people in your surroundings as well. So make this fit your situation. But we also, being that this card is spirit messages, you may be seeing some birds as messengers in the month of June, or you will be getting some kind of sign from spirit and the universe, perhaps about these limitations, or just, those signs and messages coming through that spirit is with you during this month of June. You may also be seeing feathers around as well. But So the main theme here, is to observe your limitations. Now, this could be limitations that you're also setting on yourself. It doesn't have to come from something external. This could be internal as well. So this could be, sort of evaluating your mind in thought process as well, because sometimes, we can set limiting beliefs on ourselves from, our thought pattern, the way that that our mind works, and the way that we perceive things. This can be setting like things like setting perhaps unrealistic expectations, or telling ourselves, down talk, telling ourselves we're not good enough, we can't achieve the things that we want to achieve. So have a look at what these limitations are for you, and see what can be changed in order for you to not be the bird with clipped wings, but the one that is free and is able to fly, because of course that is your right, pile one. This is your destiny, to be able to be a free bird. And so take a look at those observations this month of June. We do have here a time for healing with Balsamic Moon as your challenge card. And we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, for your blessing. So some of you might be Cancer sign, or you might have that somewhere predominantly in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. So what I'm sensing here is it's kind of like a little bit of a story. I feel like it's sort of like that first step of observing these limitations, having a look, assessing your situation, seeing what can be changed. If this is something that requires action on your part, I feel like, this will allow you to step into a time of healing, to be able to start taking those steps that will allow you to be free and to move forward, and to be living the life that you want to live, that you have the right to live, right? Now, so some kind of personal issue this month, guys, is going to reach a resolution. So that could be, as soon as that happens, that could be what sets you off on this healing journey, and enables you, like I said again, to remove yourself from these limitations. So whatever this is, guys, there is something coming in, something's happening here. This is your blessing. Something is reaching a resolution, something's coming to an end, in order for you guys to start to move on from it and to release yourself from these limitations. Now, being that we have the healing card here under the challenges, you know, the healing process, of course, and this is going to be different for everybody, whatever your situation is, whatever you're going through. So I don't know how deep into healing here we're going, but it's not often easy sometimes to admit to ourselves that we need to start the healing process, or there's some healing that needs to happen. And sometimes too, we're not even aware that perhaps this action needs to happen. We need to do some healing in order to move on. Sometimes we want to skip ahead, we want to get to the next part, right? But this healing does need to happen. So for some of you, there might be a reluctancy to want to really delve deep and do the work, put in the effort, right, to move on from this situation, and break out from these limitations. So that could be a part of what is the challenging aspect for your month of June. And again, like I said, depending on how deep we're going with this healing and what has happened, this may be, a very difficult time, a very difficult thing to have to go through this healing process. If it's related to some kind of trauma or anything really really deep, right? So, But I am sensing that, of course, because we do have this personal issue reaching resolution, I do sense that, from this spirit messages card, from observing your limitations, going through that healing process and being able to finally break free, I do feel like there is that moment coming for you in June, that you're going to want to either pat yourself on the back for, or it's just going to feel very liberating. This does make me think a bit of the Justice card with the observed limitations here. I think there's going to be some liberation coming for you in the month of June. And that too can obviously be a part of the blessing that is coming through for you. And like I said, for some of you, perhaps you're not even aware of these limitations that are actually in your life right now, which is why there's the need to observe and to assess the situation. So this is the main part of your June pile one, and we're going to get into the separate sections right now. All right, so we're looking at your love life first, guys. And just by looking at the cards, I can already tell what's going on. So we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Sun card, and we have Treasure Island. And for your little bit of advice here, we have Love Your Beautiful Self. So we have the Ace of Cups, a singular cup. This is all about emotional fulfillment. And being that it is previous to the Two of Cups, what I'm going to say here, guys, and of course, because we do have the Love Your Beautiful Self, is that this is going to be a month for you guys all about self-love. So I am sorry if some of you really wanted to hear about, budding romances and things like that. This is more about you guys showing love to yourself, love and compassion to yourself. So like I said, with the Ace of Cups, this is emotional fulfillment for you guys. And I think you're just really working on doing anything that makes you feel happy, okay? Because we do have the Sun card here, and this talks about happiness, right? So I think you're just going in search of whatever brings you joy, and, comfort, and anything that you can do to shower yourself with love. So this is a lot of self-love happening for you in this month of June. And of course, we do have the number 9 here as well. But so, yeah, and, aces talk about new beginnings as well. So I think perhaps maybe you're feeling like, you want to start afresh. And, perhaps for some of you, you may be single, you may be just out of a relationship or something like that. This is not for all of you, of course. Take what resonates. But this could have put you into this position of going, you know what, I'm going to take some time for myself. And so you guys might be in a bit of a transitional period, or just, taking a bit of a break and just having some time to yourself. Now, with the Treasure Island card here, this is just telling me, I think that you're going to be shouting yourself and treating yourself to some wonderful things in June. That's all about making you feel good. And this could be anywhere from, spending a little bit of money maybe to go get, a massage, or, to go get your hair done. Something that makes you feel good, something that is showering yourself with love. So I feel like this is you guys, just sort of, setting aside some coin, setting aside some time just to do some lovely things for yourself. And because we have the turtle here in the water, this is making me also think of things like baths. So maybe you're taking a salt bath or a bubble bath, or some kind of relaxing, maybe you're going to a spa, or maybe you're going to spend some time there. This could be, too, even just, going to the pool or the beach or something like that, and just, having some time to yourself. Whatever it is that makes you feel good and you feel relaxed, that's what's happening for you guys in the month of June. And we do have the Sun card too, which does talk about, that can be related sometimes to the two children and the inner child. So for some of you too, this can be you guys really showing a lot of love to your inner child as well. So you might really be going out and looking for a lot of fun things to do, things, even revisiting stuff that you used to love as a kid, which can also, help to make us feel, very youthful and very, it puts a bounce in our step. And one of the things I will say, and I think I mentioned this in a previous reading, so if you were with that pile, sorry, but you're going to hear this again. But I was talking about this the other day to someone, and you know, there's so many things we can do to show love to our inner child. And I am one of these people that I do love to go back a bit in time. And being that I was a late 80s, early 90s kid, um, I decided one day on a Sunday to shower myself with some love to my inner child. And there is a show that used to be on in the 90s, Trapdoor, and it's a really cool little show, little Play-Doh guys and all that kind of stuff, really cool. And I made myself some pancakes, and I drizzled it with a heap of maple syrup and lemon juice. I don't know if you guys do that, but I love putting lemon juice on there. Balances out the sweet from the maple syrup. But anyways, little tip there for you if you've never tried that. It's actually really, really good. Anyways, so I had my pancakes and I'm watching Trapdoor, and it was like the best Sunday morning ever. So, and I was laughing and giggling, and it just made me feel really happy inside. It really tapped into my heart space there. So I feel like this is what you guys are doing in terms of love. So, there's no clue here to partnerships or perhaps even any new relationships. I feel like you guys are just deciding to turn the love inward and really just focus on showering yourself with love. And like I said, with this treasure island, I feel like you guys are sort of living in the lap of luxury a little bit, going out to treat yourself to certain things that make you feel really good in the month of June. So that is your love life for the month of June. Okay, and so for the career section, guys, for your June, we have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Yang card, and we also have your advice: take the next step, you know what it is. So, guys, so this is career and finances. We don't have any pentacles here, so I don't really see anything much here in terms of finances. However, I feel this is more about you guys obtaining your goals, going for your goals. And because we have the card here, take the next step, and being that Spirit is indicating that you already know what this is, I feel like you guys have been already well in the process of setting goals, and having a lot of dreams, because we have the Nine of Cups, right? This is about goals and things that you wish to attain, right? And I feel like you guys have been in this energy for some time now, perhaps hesitant to take the next step, or not perhaps in knowing how to take the next step. However, we do have the Knight of Cups here, and Knights are about action. So the Knight does come after the Page. The Page is all about the idea stage of something, and or the thought process, the initial stages of thinking about doing something. And then the Knight of Cups is that person that's charging ahead, right, to take that idea and make it something, right? So for you guys, yeah, this is definite. The action here is looking like it is going to be taken. And I feel like you guys, this is going to be different for everybody. So the next step that you need to take, again, Spirit saying that you will know what this is. But I feel like, in that understanding, that's what leads you to this Knight of Cups, to actually taking that step. So perhaps for some of you, I feel like maybe you needed to hear that. Maybe you've been hesitant in taking a step forward. You know what the step is, but you thought, oh, do I do it? Do I do it? Do I not do it? And so if you have been umming and ahhing, and if you have been in that kind of hesitancy, this is your confirmation from Spirit. take that step, take that leap of faith, go for it, do it. Now, of course, being the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, this to me speaks of the divine feminine. But yet what we have here is the Yang card, which is the divine masculine. So I feel like for you guys, in order to make this happen, in order to take that next step, it has a lot to do with you stepping in more to your divine masculine. So I feel like you're already in the divine feminine. This is something maybe that speaks to your heart, something that you've really been wanting to do, that makes you heart happy, right? Maybe there's a lot of love and passion here involved in whatever this is that you're wanting to obtain. This could be, anything, guys. This could be a project that you're wanting to start. This could be, in general, maybe a job. If it's not something that you're doing yourself, so if it's not entrepreneur kind of stuff, if it's not, you working towards self-employment, then I feel like this is you finally going for that new job that you've been wanting to apply for, or maybe switching it up, going for the new career that you've wanted to, head into, and maybe looking for jobs in that area, or just, switching things up a bit, but make it fit your situation. But whatever this is, I feel like you're already in this divine feminine energy, and what's going to help you take that next step is stepping into the divine masculine. So this is all about, like practicality. The divine masculine is the mind, and the divine feminine is the heart. So you are working with your head and heart in unison, and that headspace is really going to help you take this heart idea and to move forward with it, right? So you're looking at what's the practical stuff that I can actually do here to make this happen. What's the reality of the situation? What's logical here? You're really planning out the steps here to take this into to action to make this happen. And with the Knight of Cups, like I said, this is already that clue here that you will be doing that in the month of June. And like I said, for a lot of you, this is a confirmation. You know what the next step is, and Spirit is telling you it is time to move forward. It is time to go forward with it. And you know what I always liked about the Nine of Cups card in the Rider-Waite sense is he looks so proud. The guy on the card is sitting there. He's got his arms sort of folded, but he looks so proud of himself. Like, yeah, that's right. I did this. I did that. And it's just like you've got all these cups behind him, almost like trophies, right, of all the achievements, of all the things that, he set out to do. And I think you guys are really going to be feeling that energy in June, of feeling quite proud of yourselves, because I think that you are going to, like I said, move forward with this, whatever this is for you in terms of career, right? And you're going to feel pretty proud of yourselves. And this is really going to be a lot of, I want to say like crossing the river almost, or crossing the pond. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're taking quite a large leap here, I feel, but at the same time, it's like you're just so happy and like, look, I made it to the other side, right? I made it. This is great. This is fantastic. And I think you're just going to be feeling very proud of yourselves. So, I mean, I kind of already want to say, like, give yourself a pat on the back, really, to be honest. In advance for the work that you're about to do. But yeah, you do know what the next step is, and it's time to put that into action. Because again, like, I don't feel that with the Knight of Cups, if, I don't feel this is the start of thinking about what you would like or what your goals might be. Because of the fact the Knight had come out, I think if it was the Page, I would have perhaps thought differently. But I think you are at that stage of being ready to act on these goals and, what you're wanting to obtain. So it's just a matter of tapping into that divine masculine in order to balance out, so you've got that equal balance of divine feminine and divine masculine, the balance of head and heart, in order to take that next step to move forward. And like I said, this is a confirmation for you guys from Spirit that you are well aware of what the next step is. Spirit's now just encouraging you to actually take that step. And think about the Knight of Cups, guys. Think about knights in general. They're quite courageous. They're very determined, right? And I see that being your energy in the month of June. So take that courage, take that determination and run with it. Charge ahead. I'm thinking how the knights, they're on the horses and it's like, charge, and they go forward. So think about that energy. Take that with you and move forward. Go for the gusto is what I'm hearing, guys. Go for the gusto. You know what the next step is, and Spirit's telling you now is the time to take it. Okay, guys, we are on to the section of what's happening for you in June with your spiritual and emotional health and well-being. So we have the Death card here. We have the Strength card. We have Time to Go. We have the body is a vehicle for your spirit to learn in. And we also have the number 45, which breaks down to a 9. So what I'm sensing here, guys, there is an ending to something. This is a time of transition for you in the month of June. So there's something that is coming to an end. Now, what I will say, and I always say, in the tarot deck, of course, there are 2 ending cards, the Death card and the Tower. And the Tower always speaks to me as sort of the universe at play, where it's sort of like something happens for you, right, in order to put an end to something. But with the Death card, I always see that as you making that choice yourself to put an end to something, you taking action. So if you resonate with this is you guys deciding in the month of June to finally leave something behind, okay, to push on with this transition and to move forward. And of course, you've got the girl here on this Time to Go card, and she is running towards the door. Yes, the door is still closed as she's running towards it, but the more important thing is that she has made that decision to move forward and to move on. So that's the important thing here. And again, with the door being there, that speaks of transition for me as well, right? A gateway going off into something new. So, so this is a time for you guys to, take that step that you know you need to take in order to move on from something. And this could have been, again, we have the body is a vehicle for your spirit to learn in. So perhaps too, this has been quite a learning experience for you guys. This might have been one of your soul lessons even that you had to learn coming down here to the 3D. Maybe this is something that you even chose to learn before coming down here, right? Because we do often do that as well. We pre-decide some of the lessons that we want to learn in order to have that spiritual growth to ascend, right? We have the Strength card here as well. So some of you might be Leos or have Leo in your chart. But I do want to say, Spirit is just wanting to point out to you here that you do have the strength to move forward from this, to leave this behind, to put an end to something that's no longer serving you. And also too, if we've been through things and we feel like we've learnt the lesson, it's time to move on. And sometimes we stay behind. We kind of want to wallow in sadness, or we're sort of, yes, we've put an end to something, but we're still stuck in what's left, or we're stuck, with the broken pieces. Like if you've broken a vase or something, for instance, we're sort of sitting there surrounded by the broken pieces. And what's done is done. It's time to move forward now. But a lot of the times, we are unsure about moving forward after this situation, right? After this ending. And, Spirit is just letting you know that you do have the strength, you do have the courage to walk away, to move forward for your own benefit. Yeah. So this could have, like I said, very well been a soul lesson for you guys in some form. Maybe this was meant to happen, and this was a lesson you were meant to learn. But that's what we do. We learn from it, and then we move on. And again with that death card, this is a time of transition. So I do feel like this is something that has put you on the path, on the journey, right, for spiritual growth, for spiritual ascension. So whatever this is for you guys, you're going to know what this is. And for some of you, you'll know what this is. Sorry, I should say. And for others of you, this may make the appearance in June, and you will realize, there will be that realization that it's time to move on from something. So some of you may already have been thinking about putting an end to something and moving forward. So you'll know what this means. And then for others of you, perhaps you've not reached that point yet, but you will in the month of June. And there will be that moment of realization, I feel like, for you guys, and you will walk the path forward to walk away from what is no longer serving you. I mean, this does make me think too of the Six of Cups. So making that transition, right? The Six of Cups is about transition. It's about moving off into calmer waters as well from the rougher seas. And the thing is, on that card, in the traditional tarot deck, you've got, they're on the boat and they've got the swords stuck in the boat. So it's like they're taking with them what they've been through, which we need to take the lessons that we've learnt with us. This is how we stop ourselves from making the same mistakes. This is how we break cycles. This is the whole point. We're here to learn. We're here to grow, and gain knowledge and wisdom. But if it's something that is not needed, if it's something that's not necessary for you, don't take it with you. It's like that. Like I said, the Six of Swords energy. Leave it on the boat. And the same with this girl who's running down this path. Whatever is not serving you, leave it behind. And I kind of feel like too, it's that scenario for some of you of just literally walking through that door and not even taking a look back, not a glance, not a split second look, just shutting that door behind you and going, I'm done, that's it, end of story, right? And yeah, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, like I said, this is about some kind of spiritual ascension. This is some kind of soul lesson here that I think you guys have been through. And, endings too, you've got to remember as well, when something ends, it paves the way for something new, right? And that's why she's running towards this door here, because it's offering her the opportunity of something new. What's behind the door? Maybe she doesn't know yet, but that's totally fine. It's the new. It's the act of her finally, making that important move to move forward and to go for new opportunities, to go for situations and environments that are better suited to her soul and that resonate with her and her life and that are good for her. And I say her, sorry guys, it's just because of the card. There's no gender specifics here. Just take what resonates. But you have the strength to move forward. You have the strength to walk towards that door, go down that path, walk towards that door, open it, and then close it. Close off what does not serve you anymore. You guys are putting an end to something, but like I said, this is going to spiritually send you the lessons that you've learnt from this. You were meant to learn them, and this is going to help. This is going to help you on your journey. And this was more than likely a spiritual ascension for you guys, a leveling up. So just know, again, like I said, from Spirit, that you guys have the strength to move through this time in June. Okay? We have a final piece of advice for you for June. And the piece of advice here is holding on too tightly to things will block the flow of energy. Relax and be confident. So for you guys, again, this can pertain to that, what we were just talking about for your spiritual and emotional health and well-being for the month of June. of letting things go. And, it's having that strength, having that confidence to move forward and to know that, there are better things ahead. There are wonderful, positive things ahead. So whatever that you might be clinging to or hanging on to that doesn't serve you right now, this is the time to move forward and to let it go, to close the door behind you. So this could be quite a time of transition for you guys, because of course in the beginning of the cards too, we had a lot about healing, which again, and a personal situation will resolve, right? So I feel like, you guys really might be putting an end to something, an end to, again, those limitations, right? Whatever it is that's holding you back from moving forward. And again, that ties in with that time to go card that we had as well. So this is a time of transition for you guys, I feel like, generally in June, and you guys are going to be vowing to move forward and to finally make peace with the situation, let go of what doesn't serve you anymore, and move off into the new, move off into happier times. So I'm really glad that that's coming through for you guys. All the best for June. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this reading, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to read the comments that you guys write. If you like my energy and my channel, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Take care, guys. Bless be. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. So we are here with your June predictions. And we're going to start off with some cards that are going to tell us your main energies for the month, as well as a challenge you may be facing, a main challenge, and then a blessing also that's coming through for you. And then we're going to get into your separate sections, so love, career, and finances, and then spiritual health and well-being. So for your main energy for the month of June, we have number 2, Ascended Masters, create open communication. For your challenge card, we have be bold and make the first move with Cardinal Moon. And then we have, for your blessing, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So some of you might be Aquarians. You might have that predominantly in your chart, sun, moon, rising. So I think this is pretty straightforward. With the Ascended Masters card, I think that, and it doesn't just have to be Ascended Masters, you may have a connection with the Ascended Masters, or they may want to be in connection with you. But I feel for some of you, this is just generally speaking of spirit in general. So I feel that this is the time where spirit wants you to create that communication with them and open those lines, because I feel like they have a lot of downloads that they want to give you. There's things that they want to say. I'm hearing somebody whispering. Sorry, I'm seeing, not hearing. I'm seeing somebody whispering in somebody's ear. So it's like they want to whisper things to you. They want to give you advice. They want to tell you things. Maybe there's some secrets that they want to reveal. Whatever it is, they would like you to make this open communication in the month of June. And I feel like it has to do with some of this challenge and blessing energy. So we have be bold and make the first move. So this does make me think of perhaps in terms of a love situation. So maybe, this is you making the first move in terms of a possible relationship. Again, take what resonates. So this may not be for all of you, but just some of you. But this can really be in terms of anything, to be honest. This is about you taking a step forward and not being afraid to make that first move, whatever this is for you. It's kind of, that sounded really Australian corner. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that came out like that. It's kind of like the full energy, I feel. So it's like you are, needing to sort of have that full essence, where it's like the full, he is so excited about taking that leap of faith, and that's what it is. It's a leap of faith. but he's raring and ready to go. And I feel like with your Ascended Masters here, again, the Ascended Masters or your spirit guides, I feel like they're wanting to give you a bit of a pep talk. They're kind of showing me now like a sports scenario, where you've got the sports team in the locker room and you've got the coach there and he's, telling them and prepping them up for the game. Like, come on guys, you can do this. We're going to win this game. And I feel like Spirit is really wanting to do that for you, to sort of like whisper in your ear and give you that nudge and the courage to actually move forward and make this first move. So this may be something perhaps that you're a little bit nervous about, or something you're unsure as to whether you should actually be the one to make the first move. But Spirit is cluing you in here to, yes, this is your time now to make this move towards whatever this is for you. And, I do feel like because we have the Ascended Masters here, because we have Spirit showing themselves here, you are protected during this time. So don't be afraid of making this move, whatever the scenario is and whatever the outcome. You are highly protected here during this time, during this move that you are making towards, again, whatever it is for you guys. Make it fit your situation. Now, we do have show the world the real you. So I feel like the blessing here that's coming in is something where you are going to be able to show your true self to the world. There's perhaps even an opportunity coming for you guys. Maybe a door is opening to where you will be able to show a little bit more of who you really are and put yourself out there in the world. So and this could be, to do with your own, personal power as well. Like, just again, feeling really good and confident in yourself and your abilities. Now, Aquarius being air sign and stuff, this does make me think perhaps it has something to do with communication. So maybe there's something in terms of communication. Maybe for some of you, this is putting yourself out there with talent that you have. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's singing, maybe it's something to do with the voice. This is just an example, guys. Take again what resonates. But there is, I feel, an opportunity coming for you guys this month of June for you to really put yourself out there and put yourself forward. And in terms of both of these cards, be bold and make the first move and show the world the real you. I feel like Spirit really has your back this month of June. So you shouldn't be afraid at all to go through, any of these scenarios, because Spirit is with you and I feel like talking you through it the entire way. You just have to open those lines of communication so that you can get the needed information that Spirit wishes to give to you. So I feel like that is the main energy for your June. And let's move on to the separate sections. Okay, so pile 2, we are starting off with love for you guys for the month of June. And it's very interesting and works with the first section. So we have the Three of Cups, we have the King of Wands, that's your tarot, and we have the card Building Blocks. Oh, I forgot to get you guys a Happi card. So one moment and I will get that for you. So the card that we got, guys, was focus on your breathing for 1 minute to create peace and calm. So I can already see, I think, what's happening here. So let's talk about the Three of Cups. So in June, you guys might be in some kind of social situation. You might be at a party, invited to some kind of a social gathering. And this could be some kind of celebration as well. The Three of Cups can be about celebration. It may be out with friends, your social circle. So this is some kind of event that may be happening or that you may be going to or invited to. And this, I feel, is going to be a situation where if you are single, for those that are single, you will be meeting somebody, perhaps new, with this King of Wands energy, and we'll get into that. at possibly at this social gathering, or in rather some kind of social situation. You may be meeting this person through friends, so they may be a friend of a friend. Or for the others of you, I feel like this can be a scenario perhaps because we did have be bold and make the first move. I feel like for some of you, this could be a friendship turning into something a little bit more. So now we do have focus on your breathing for 1 minute to create peace and calm. So what I want to say about that is that goes with the be bold, I think, and make the first move card that we had. Some of you may be nervous. If this is a friend, if you resonate with that for some of you, and you've been desiring taking things to the next level, because with the King of Wands, this is someone who knows what they want, right? This is someone, bold, right? Someone bold and a bit courageous. And I feel like, maybe there is somebody that you've had your eye on, or somebody that you've had feelings for, that maybe you wanted to have, the relationship taken to a new level. And, perhaps maybe there's a few nerves involved there in you actually thinking about how this could come to fruition, right? And Spirit has asked for you guys to be the bold ones and to make the move. But again, take what resonates here, guys. But know that Spirit, again, like we had with the Ascended Masters card, is there protecting you, guiding you. And, they're kind of, I'm hearing wingman now. It's like Spirit saying, it's okay, we're your wingman. So if that resonates for any of you guys, don't worry, you've got a wingman. You guys are going to be all set. Yes, so make this picture situation as to whether this is meeting someone completely new for some of you, or whether this is maybe, turning a friendship into something a little bit more. For some of you too, for others of you, this just could be a bit of a celebration in taking a relationship that's already existing to another level. And we do have the building blocks card here. So like I said, for some of you, this is actually laying the start of the foundation of a relationship. And for others of you, this is a continuation on. So this is just adding to those blocks and continuing to move up. So yeah, we have the King of Wands energy. Now, this is someone who's very passionate, being the Wands, very creative, a bit of a fiery energy. Again, somebody that, can be quite bold in their skin, somebody that knows what they want, someone quite mature. It doesn't have to be in terms of age. It could be an older person, but also too, this could just be someone generally who's quite mature in the way that they present themselves. Physical attributes with wands. So we're looking at possibly blonde hair, could be brown. I think more on the lighter side of brown. Could even be red hair for some of you. But so we're looking at lighter color hairs, and also lighter colored skin as well. Can go to like a semi-dark, olive type kind of tanned look, if you know what I mean. And, I'm thinking about blue eyes here as well. I think this person, they're not too short, but they're not too tall either, perhaps. Again, take what resonates, right? But we did have the card of show the world the real you, and I feel like for some of you guys, this is a sign as well from Spirit saying just be you, yeah? So I think this person is really going to like you for you, and vice versa, right? So if this is someone new that you haven't met yet, take a deep breath, stay calm, right? Focus on your breathing, it's okay, and just be you, because this person is going to love you for you. They're going to you know, they're going to want to see the real you. And, I said love you for you. I'm sorry. Like I said, for some of you guys, this can be an existing relationship. But because I said love, for some of you guys, I mean, who knows, right? You guys could be meeting your future life partner. So, maybe that's why I was called to say that. But anyways, again, make it fit your situation. But yeah, I think this person is really going to be intrigued by you, is really going to be interested in you. Again, if this is someone that perhaps you're that's in your friend zone and you guys, might be wanting to take it to another level, and cross that line, um, just be yourself, relax, breathe. But Spirit is cluing me in, as I said, and cluing you in that, they are encouraging you to be the one to make the move here. So I know that does put some nerves in people, but again, just breathe and relax. You'll be just fine. And, this is something I feel that is going to be able to be built on a really strong foundation here. So you guys are really going to be laying the right foundations for something strong and stable in the future. So that's really, really great. And yeah, I feel like this is your moment. This is your chance. It's time to take action. And, Spirit's given me that kind of like believe in the impossible type sort of energy as well. So maybe you thought that this relationship couldn't evolve into, where you'd hoped it would go, or where you see it going. So, for instance, if it was a friendship, maybe you thought you would never have the chance to turn it into something more. Um, for others of you, maybe you've had all these dreams and visions of where this was headed again. Like I said, with the Cups card, it's a celebration card. I did talk about love. So for some of you, maybe it really is taking it to a whole nother level. Maybe you're admitting your love to somebody in the literal sense. Maybe you've been dating for a while and, now you've decided to say the words, I love you for the first time. Whatever it is, right? But believe in the impossible here. Spirit really wants to tell you that they are around you. They are protecting you. You're divinely guided at the moment, but it is time for you guys. And I don't mean to laugh. It's cute. I think it's just cute because I think some of you are nervous, but don't be nervous. It is time to step up and to make that move. So don't be afraid. Spirit's protecting you. You have their support. Again, wingman, the wingman energy, right? And I think this is a very exciting time for you in June in terms of love so far. So I think that's really great. Wow. So, part two, we're going to move on to your career. All right, part two. So we are on to your career, and we have for your tarot the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups. We have the Oracle card Time to Go with the number 45 there, breaking down to 8 and 9. And we have Start Early and Do Something You Wouldn't Normally Have Time For. So, guys, this is great for you guys. This is really, really good. Ace of Cups, new energy, emotional fulfillment, new opportunities. With this Time to Go card, there could be a new opportunity coming to you in your career sector the month of June. This could come in terms of a new job offer, or just a new job in general. If you're looking for a job, you may find your dream job here with the Nine of Cups for some of you. But this is new energy coming in for you guys. This could even be for some of you, perhaps a new idea coming through, okay, that sort of resonates perhaps with some dreams that you've had, and goals that you've wanted to set yourself in terms of career, or something that you've always wanted to achieve, to go for. We do have with this Start Early and Do Something You Wouldn't Normally Have Time For. What I want to say about this is I think this is speaking to me all about mindset. So I feel like for some of you guys, maybe spicing up your routine a bit, to put yourself in the right mindset, maybe to bring in these new ideas, to get these new ideas flowing, happening, or to be ready to take on this new opportunity even. And for some of you, this could even be how this new opportunity presents itself to you by doing something you don't normally wouldn't have time for, right? But with the start early, so I'm thinking like maybe this is, maybe you're a person that gets up at a certain time. Maybe it's like 8 a.m. in the morning or something, for instance. Maybe it's 7 for some of you. But maybe you've been feeling lately like, you know what, maybe I should get up a little bit earlier. Maybe I will go to the gym, do a bit of exercise. Maybe that act can set you up in a positive mental space for the rest of the day, for instance, making you just feel good about yourself. And that changes how you act throughout the day. It could be, I get up every morning and I have like 3 cups of coffee. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to get up. I'm going to have a bowl of granola and I'm going to have some chamomile tea or some green tea, changing things up, starting early, doing something you don't normally have time for, doing something a bit different. Even, this is speaking to me as well as personal space, having that, because I do think it's really important once we get up to set ourselves up for the day. Whatever you do first thing in the morning really does set up your day. And it all has to do with thinking positively, acting positively and just doing things that make you feel good. So for instance, if a walk is something that calms the mind, maybe even resets your mind, maybe it sets you up for the day, maybe go for a walk early in the morning. Maybe it's literally taking some time away. If you have a family or something, for instance, and your general routine is that, the kids, come jumping in on the bed first thing in the morning before you go to work. And, you've got your partner, telling you, oh, I've got this happening today and I've got to have this meeting and do this and that. And all these things are being thrown at you and the kids are wanting breakfast and all this stuff's going on around you. And it's maybe a bit chaotic. So maybe you want to say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to get up a little bit earlier. I'm going to take an hour's time just to myself before everybody else in the household is up. And I'm just going to spend some time with myself. And in solitude, maybe do some meditation, whatever it is for you guys. But I feel like this is going to aid you guys in this month of June. It's really going to set you up positively as each day moves forward. And again, with this 9 of Cups, for some of you, this can be even like perhaps a promotion. I feel like for some of you guys, this can be finally achieving, the goals that you set out in terms of career. So this could be finally getting maybe that dream job. For some of you, it's that could be the offer coming in. And with the time to go card, Spirit is really encouraging you to just go for it. If this opportunity presents itself, open the door. Don't walk away. Don't shy away from it. And again, I feel like the starting early card is sort of in reference to that as well, setting you up in the right mindset so that you also don't miss any opportunities that come through for you this month of June, this coming month of June. So, and, for some of you too, this can be about recognition and reward. So for some of you, in terms of your career, you may finally be receiving some recognition for what it is that you do. There may be a big achievement on the way that you will be succeeding in the month of June. So maybe you might literally be getting an award for something. Maybe, it can just be recognition in the sense of, people telling you you've done a really great job, you're very valuable to the company, so on and so forth. Also, too, with this 9 of Cups, in the financial context, this could be too that maybe you're getting some kind of monetary sort of reward. So maybe you're getting a bonus at work. Again, like I said, for some of you, this could be promotion. So you may be getting, a slightly bigger paycheck. Congratulations if that's the case. But yeah, this is really about you guys achieving something in the month of June in terms of career. It's looking really positive and really good for you guys this month of June. So just to recap, we have the possible ideas coming through, some kind of new idea or project that you might be working on, you might be asked to work on. This could be, the dream job scenario, or having an opportunity at a new job that comes through. And again, like I said, for others of you, this can be a promotion. This can be at your current job. This can be reward and recognition for the good things that you're already doing. Being told that you're a valued member of staff and of the company, or an integral part of the company. And just remembering, like I said again, to maybe have a think about your routine and how you do start things in the morning, because that really will set you up for the rest of the day in a positive way. And just remember, guys, whatever opportunities that come towards you, whatever is heading towards you in terms of your career this month of June, do not let it pass you by. It is your time now. I'm hearing from Spirit. It is your time. So take this moment, enjoy it, live it up, and go for it. Go for it. So that's fantastic. That is your career for June, guys. I really don't feel too much like I need to say any more about it. You'll know which situation suits you of those that I discussed, and we're going to head on to your spiritual health and well-being. Okay, pile 2. So we are on to your spiritual, your health and well-being. So we have the Four of Wands in terms of your tarot and the Page of Cups. We also have the Between Worlds card with the number 3 there, which might be relevant to you. And then we have the card Believe in Yourself. You are awesome. You are the power. You can do it. Sorry, you have the power and you can do it. So first thing that I want to say here, for some of you, you may not have been feeling very well lately. Again, I am not a medical practitioner or anything, guys. I do not have any medical training. So please only take this for entertainment purposes, all right? Take what resonates. If you really have any health issues, please do see your doctor, okay? But I do feel like for some of you guys, maybe you've been feeling under the weather. We do with this Between the Worlds card, maybe you haven't been feeling too well. For some of you, this could have been an illness as well. You may have actually literally been sick. But what I want to say here with the Four of Wands being present in this part of the reading, guys, this is a good sign. This means that you guys are going to be feeling a lot better, that you guys are going to be coming out of this illness. And that works so well with this Between Worlds card, where the flamingo here is coming into more sunnier days, into a world of color, and we even have some confetti and things here as well in terms of like celebration. And what I want to say with that is, I feel like with the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands, for some of you, this could be news coming in of good health. So maybe some of you have been waiting to hear back some results about something in relation to your health, and you're going to be getting back positive results in regards to that, and that's going to make you very happy. So if you have taken a test perhaps for something, there is a clear sign here that the results that are coming in from that test are going to be very positive. For some of you too, the Page of Cups is about like intuition as well. So for some of you, this is listening to your intuition in the month of June. And I want to sort of put this towards, for some of you, not just your spiritual well-being, but also your body as well. So for some of you, I'm hearing like listening to your intuition in terms of how you're treating your body. So this could relate to perhaps what you're eating in the month of June. Maybe you're changing your diet up a little bit. Maybe you're going to start doing some more exercise. but whatever it is, but it's just paying attention to your intuition and letting that guide you in the month of June, and listening to your body and really seeing how you feel and working off of that. If this is in terms of you guys changing a diet, maybe trying to lose some weight, changing up your daily routine, maybe going to the gym more or starting to go to the gym or doing any form of exercise, even if it's just going for a walk during the daytime. I feel like, for you guys, this is the message to believe in yourself, that you can do it. For some of you too, it can be, putting on that little bit of weight as well, whatever it is for you. But in terms of having a healthy body and a healthy mindset, just know that you guys can do this, and that you have the power. And like Spirit says, you are awesome. So believe in yourself. So, guys, yes. And with the Four of Wands here too, I feel like in the sense of the mind, I want to say here with the Four of Wands, for me, this is like emotional, mental stability as well, I feel like. So I feel like, a lot of you guys are probably going to be feeling quite good in that area of your life, feeling a lot more stable in your mental health and your emotions as well, this month of June. And again, going back to that Page of Cups, this can be the news bringer as well. This can be news coming in. So again, I feel like there's some kind of news coming in for you guys to make you celebrate, and it will be news to do with good health. So I do feel like that's something there as well. Yeah, I feel like this is a super short message, guys. I think that's all I really want to say, but this is a definite positive aspect for your June. You are going to be feeling good in the month of June, health wise, and there is some good news coming in pertaining to that. If you have had an illness, again, I'm not a doctor, guys, but I do feel here that Spirit is saying that you are going to be moving on from that and feeling a lot better, healing from that. And also, too, if, like I said, if you're waiting for news about a test result or something to do with that, I do feel that those are positive test results coming back. And again, in terms of emotional and mental stability, I feel like you guys are feeling really good, and you're making positive changes in terms of your body and what you're eating and things. What is right for you? Again, listening and tapping into that intuition. You guys are awesome. You have the power. You can do it. Woohoo! And off, I shuffled a card for you guys of advice from Spirit. And I think this is absolutely perfect, guys. It's not advice, it is literal. Congrats, pat on the back. It says, there is much to celebrate. This is a time of contentment and happiness. Enjoy your good fortune. And I think that really works well with the career reading, you guys taking that leap of faith in terms of love, and also what came in for your health and well-being as well. So look forward to June, guys, because we have some amazing things coming up for you. Congratulations in advance. Enjoy this time. Make the most of it. Thank you so much for listening, guys. This has been your reading. If you enjoyed today's reading and it did resonate, I would love to have a comment down in the comments box. Also, if you like my channel and my energy, and you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. My channel is starting to grow, and I'm very happy about it. And so I would just like to put out that offer for you to like and subscribe, so you can catch more of my videos and be amongst more of my energy and be a part of this great team I have here on my YouTube channel. So guys, that was your reading. Lots of love. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Bless be. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your June predictions. So we are starting off with some general energy for your June. Some of the challenges you may be going through, a blessing that's coming through, and then we're going to get into your separate sections: love, career, spiritual health, and well-being. So, for your main card here, we have Awakened Spirit, Desire to Change, and that is number 4. We have Your Hard Work is Paying Off, New Moon in Capricorn, that's your challenge card. And for your blessing card, we have Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan, Full Moon in Taurus. Now, both of these here, of course, are earth signs, so you may be an earth sign, Capricorn or Taurus, and that may be predominantly somewhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising. So let's talk about this awakened spirit. So I feel like perhaps you guys have been, it says desire to change. Perhaps there's a change for some of you that needs to happen in your lives, or a change that is coming through. And Spirit is really going to bring this in. Spirit is wanting to liberate you guys. There's going to be some form of you feeling like a heightened awareness, some kind of like a lifting of the soul. I want to say like feeling passionate about something again. And when I say again, for some of you, because I'm looking at this dreams card here, so some of you this may be pertaining to obtaining a dream, going after some kind of dream or something that you've been working towards. And because I said that, I feel like it's, for some of you, maybe revisiting something that you were working on previously. Maybe Spirit is wanting to reawaken your passion for this, or your desire to really make this happen. There's some form of, I feel like, liberation feeling like here, feeling liberated by this idea or by the changes that are happening, that perhaps I'm going to be moving you closer to your dreams, to the things that you're going after. I'm seeing here, though, in this card, it looks like I'm noticing too. That's very interesting. Okay, I've not noticed this before, but in his vision there. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. What it looked like to me, guys, was, sorry about that, what it looked like was musical notes and musical notation that was coming out through his vision, but it's actually not. It looks a lot like that, but they're actually just lines and dots. But to me, that's what I saw. So this is what I'm thinking. This reminds me of a card in the deck that I am using today, Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, and they have a card in it called Unfinished Symphony. So I will be surprised if that card won't be surprised rather, if that card does pop up today in your reading. So I feel like for some of you, this is maybe something that a project or an idea or a dream that you had that maybe you set aside, or maybe you stopped believing in, maybe, something got in the way and, you were unable to finish it. Like I said, Unfinished Symphony, right? So for some of you, this is revisiting something. For others of you, we have Your Hard Work is Paying Off. This is the challenge card, right? And there may have been a wait period. Again, like I said, if some of you are revisiting something, for others of you that this is new energy, or it's current energy, I should say, I feel like there's just a little bit more time to go. Your hard work is paying off. Maybe you've really had to be patient about this, or it's like you're nearing the finish line, or it's coming close to where you want to be, but there's just a little bit more patience that is needed for you guys. at this time. And I feel like that might be the challenge here for you guys to really have that patience and understanding that, things happen in divine timing. There's divine timing, I do feel, at play here. Maybe for some of you who are revisiting something from the past, perhaps it wasn't the right time before, and now divine timing is coming in, and now is the right time for some of you. I'm sort of hearing and feeling like fresher ideas. Maybe there's going to be new energy that's sparked within you that's going to give you a new way of looking at this project or looking at this dream or idea that you have, or there's something that you're wanting to obtain. Or there's just a new perspective that's being brought to you. You're seeing a new way. You're seeing a new way of doing things. And we do have here your dreams need a practical plan. This is the blessing coming in. So I do feel like perhaps Spirit is going to be perhaps giving you a practical plan, giving you a way of turning these dreams into a reality. And I'm sure that we're going to get some more information on this, as to hope we do in the remainder of your reading. But for now, all I can say is that, it seems that in order to make this happen, we do need to think of the practical side of things. I do feel like with the fact that this is Taurus, and we do have the Capricorn here as well, again, both earth signs, I do feel like perhaps some grounding would be very beneficial to you guys, to work on grounding. Perhaps, and it's so easy to get taken away by our visions, by our ideas, and get swept up in the moment and say, I've got this great idea, it's fantastic, and all these dreams that we're heading towards, whatever it is for you guys, make it fit your situation. But we get, engulfed up in the glory of the moment and imagining what could be. And yet we forget that, sometimes it's, not everything that we envision is necessarily doable at the time, or maybe we just need to sort of bring ourselves down to the ground a bit and say, okay, this is great and everything, but how are we actually going to make this work? And so I think perhaps there's a call for you guys to sort of ground yourselves a bit this month of June in order to, sort of act from that practical side and actually get things moving in regards to this dream or what you're wanting to attain here. And for those of you that, are on that path already towards this dream and you've been working on it, the challenge here is, yes, your hard work is paying off. It will be paying off, but there's just, I feel like, a little bit more patience involved. And if you have sort of, this is a revisitation of an idea of a dream, then, I feel like, maybe you've had to have some patience. I want to say without realizing it, sometimes how we go for something and then we feel like maybe we failed at it or it didn't work out for whatever reason, when in actual fact it all just came down to something simple, like, well, I say simple, like divine timing. Whereas, maybe, our spiritual team, universe, whatever, had seen that, no, this isn't the right thing for you at this time, so we're going to pull this back for now. We're going to hold this off for now. But that didn't necessarily mean that that dream had died out. That didn't mean that that wasn't for you, just that it was for you at another time. So for some of you guys, I do feel like, this has been a situation where you've had to have patience. And it's just that little bit of a longer period, like just a little bit further to go, and then you're there. Do you know what I mean, guys? So I feel like this is the energy for your month of June so far. So I feel like, yeah, so your focus this month seems to be on some kind of dream or goal attainment, or something that you've been working towards or you would like to work towards. And I do feel like Spirit is going to offer you some guidance in that respect. Again, like with that desire to change, sometimes too, this can be, if it is something that you guys are revisiting, perhaps you need a whole new plan, right? Your dreams need a practical plan. Perhaps there's a whole new plan that is needed, and maybe it's going to be all up to you whether you are up for the changes, or to make necessary changes in general in order to get yourself ready to head towards this dream, or to start acting on this dream. Yeah. Does that make sense? I hope so, guys. Okay. We're going to get into your other sections. Hopefully that will, shed a bit more light as to what we're actually talking about here. So we're going to get into love, career, and your spiritual and emotional, like health and well-being and things like that. Okay, pile 3. So your love reading. I did have to get some clarifiers, but I'm going to read out the main cards for you first. So we got the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups for your tarot. And we got the Oracle card, All That Glitters. Reading. That is a number 16, breaks down to 7. I did have to get some clarifiers, but I'm going to read out the main cards for you first. I have an unlimited resource of courage and determination. And the Four of Cups. Now, I did get a few different messages here, and I wanted to get some clarification for the Oracle card, main energy that's coming through. That is a number 16, breaks down to a 7. So for the Six of Pentacles, that got clarified by the Five of Pentacles, resource of courage and determination. Now, I did get a few different messages here, and I wanted clarified to get some by the Ten of Wands, the main energy that's coming. Sorry, guys, I just heard a noise outside. I don't know what that was. So for the Six of Pentacles, by the Ten that got clarified by the Five of Pentacles. I did get an extra Oracle, and it says mending. We got the mending card. So, clarified by the Ten of Wands. So I'm going to start off with those of you that may already be in clarified by the Ten of Cups. And so if you are in a relationship, I did get an extra oracle, and it says with mending, the Six of Pentacles. So now I can see the picture. I feel like so I'm going to start off with those of you that may already be in a relationship. So if you maybe are feeling like one is giving more with than the Six of Pentacles in the relationship, and this can be just in general. I feel like there could be a scenario that you two put into where some of you, but also maybe feeling like one is giving more than the other in the relationship. Someone perhaps and just can be indicating that someone perhaps in the relationship maybe energy that you two put into the relationship a little bit more perhaps financially stable than the other, or is the bread in terms of the breadwinner. Someone perhaps just can be indicating that someone perhaps in the relationship right? Maybe is and a little bit more sometimes that can put a bit of a strain than the other, or is the if bread sometimes we're not perhaps in a position the breadwinner to be the person that brings home the bacon putting in or right? Putting in our and our 50-50 as much as we would like to. Sometimes that can put a bit of a strain on a relationship to do that. If sometimes we're not perhaps in a position that does talk about a situation of lack, so perhaps one person, this is just one scenario, guys, I do have a few scenarios, so hold on. 50-50 as much as we would like to. For some of you, sometimes one person might be in that situation of lack right now. Maybe finances aren't that good. That does talk maybe about they're not able to fully put in their half of the relationship. One person, this is just one scenario, guys. I do have a few scenarios. Hold on the relationship here. And so for some of you, one person might be in that situation of lack right now. Maybe finances aren't that good. Maybe they're not able to fully put in their so for some of you, this is extra burdens. This is some and this is the burdens and worries that you may relationship feel, but you're and with the Four of Cups, the other person in the relationship here might feel confirmed by the Ten of Wands. In terms of not being able to. So for some of you, this is extra burdens. Reciprocate with what's the burdens and the worries that you may feel, or that your other, as I said, not being able to fully live up to the other person in the relationship here might feel. In terms of not being able to reciprocate with what's being put into the relationship, or again that are in a relationship, as I said, not being able to fully live up to their half. This can be, you guys literally, for others of you, again, that are being in a very generous with each other. It can talk about balance, having that nice bit of balance. This can be, you guys literally, and working hard to both put in your 50-50, being very generous with each other. It can that talk about balance, the giving and receiving, having that nice bit of balance. So for some of you, I feel like all that glitters, the all and that working glitters hard to both put in can be all that glitters is gold. However, I feel that for some others, the giving and receiving, the previous, on both sides, group that I was talking about. The ones that maybe feel so for some of you, I feel like the relationship at the moment perhaps isn't all 50-50. All that glitters, the all that glitters card burdens and can be all that glitters is gold. Ones that you guys are carrying. However, I feel right for now, some others of perhaps you, all that glitters the previous group that I was talking about, we do have the ones that maybe mending card like, here. So I feel like the relationship at the moment perhaps isn't all 50-50. I have an unlimited resource of burdens and worries, determination. I feel like some ones that you guys are carrying right now, you guys are willing, perhaps all the work on this to come together to move we forward have, to make this happen. I said, the mending card here, so I feel like that get out of card. If it's, I have an unlimited resource. I wanted to say rut, so maybe some of you guys might be in a bit of a financial rut right now. That indicates to me that you guys are willing. So I feel like you guys work on this, pull together to make this together, to make this happen, move forward, to make this happen, to let go of those Ten of Wands, to and to get out of something better. I wanted to say rut, so maybe some of you guys feel like you might be in a bit of a financial rut right now. Because I do feel like, so I feel like for some of you that may be the case. Together to make this work, to make this happen, to let go of those Ten of Wands and to move on into something better, and perhaps flipping that all that glitters is not gold. So I also want to say, because I do feel like, for some of you that may be the case. For those of you that aren't in a relationship. This too, sorry, could be just going back to the people that are in a relationship. This could also be to showing support, right? So I also want to say your partner or them offering and showing support. For those of you that aren't in a relationship, like equally, right? This too, sorry, could be just going back to people that are in a relationship. Because we did have the this could also be to you guys in the main showing general energy about you guys heading towards a goal. To your partner or them heading towards and showing support to you. So perhaps, or just an indication here that your partner is going to be very supportive and love during this time. Because we did have, and this could even be in the financial sense, maybe in the main, your general energy about you guys dreams needing a practical plan, perhaps, or they're coming in with some perhaps guidance indication here that your partner is going to be very even material assistance, maybe in terms of finances, and this could even be in the financial sense, head towards these dreams, and really your dreams a reality. We talked about your dreams needing a practical plan, perhaps. So they're coming in with some guidance for you, single, or perhaps even material coming into your life, maybe in terms of that finances, may be giving you some kind of an offer to head towards these dreams and really make these dreams a reality in terms of support, or even financial as well. So for others of you that aren't in a relationship, and this may be something that you don't, there could be someone. But I do want to say, Spirit is that may be giving me a bit of kind of an offer. Just make sure that or this may be in terms of you support, go with your gut and how you're feeling. Really tap into your financial intuition as well, because again, Spirit saying and this may be something that you don't not gold. So maybe, but I do want to say, Spirit is some of you. This could be a bit of. Something that looks maybe a little better than what it is, right? You go with your gut and how you're feeling. And this could be somebody you may be hiding behind a mask. Because again, Spirit's saying, sometimes all that glitters is not gold. So maybe, for some of you, This could be something that looks maybe a little better than what it is, right? And this could be somebody you may be hiding behind a mask, even, because we do have the masks here on this card. This could be too, you guys, if this is an offer coming in. I mean, it goes both ways. There's so many of you guys out there that could, be watching. So it's hard to get scenarios fitting everybody's situation, but I do also feel like with that Five of Pentacles, you guys, if this is an offer coming in, I mean, it goes both ways. There's so many of you guys out there. Perhaps if that resonates with this, if you're watching, so not gold. Perhaps maybe you're saying, it's hard to get scenarios and that Five of Pentacles fitting everybody's situation, but I do also feel like with that Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, you may be turning down this offer. Perhaps if that resonates with this, all that glitters is not gold. Perhaps maybe you're saying, oh, I don't want your offer. I do feel like Spirit and is that Five of Pentacles with you at this time, though, turning this person down as well when this happens. So I feel like either way, I think things are going to pan out the way that they were meant to. So if you have that strong urge to say I do feel like Spirit is I don't want your offer, with you at this time, I'm not interested in what when this happens. I'm hearing what you're selling. So I feel like either way, so I really feel like maybe this pan out the way that they were meant to, It's making me think of, so if you have that strong urge to say no to this person, Cosmic Debris. Has anyone ever heard that song? Offer, or I'm not interested in what, listen to it. But, the basic line is, this guy is a salesman. He's coming to sell him something. So I really feel like maybe this person's coming in with and he's got all these different gizmos and gadgets. It's making me think of jacket that he's trying to sell. Frank Zappa's Cosmic Debris. Has anyone ever heard that song? If you haven't, he just says to him, "Look here, brother." The basic line is, "Who you jiving with that Cosmic Debris salesman? He's coming to sell him something. You're trying to sell me crap. I'm not interested." And he's got all these different gizmos and gadgets and stuff in his jacket that he's trying to sell. Supposedly, I guess, to Frank. And he just says to him, "Look here, brother, who you jiving with that Cosmic Debris?" So this person could be more talk than you're trying to sell me crap. I'm not interested. Right? There could be something else behind the mask there, but that's just for some of you. Again, guys, take what resonates, okay? But you guys have the courage and determination and unlimited resource, and I feel like that's what Spirit's so this person could be you as well. Then going back to the guys of you that there could be something else behind the mask there. But that's just for some of you. Again, if you are guys, take what resonates. Okay, you guys are going to be pulling through, and you're but you guys have the courage and determination and unlimited resource, and I feel like that's what Spirit's really coming in for you as well. Going back to the guys and move on to happier times in a relationship, in a partnership at this time. If you are going through difficult times, you guys are going to be pulling through and you're going to be working through it together. You guys are going to be coming for some of you, I feel like this could be a situation really too where, forward. Again, going back to that all that glitters, maybe some of you have been feeling like, or rather not wanting to see the truth, you know what I mean? Sort of knowing the mask is for some of you, I feel like this could be a situation too where you might have been again diverting your eyes to the truth. Maybe some of you or something like that, and now like in June here it's coming up to that time where you guys are not wanting to see the truth. You know, figure out a way to deal with this and how knowing the mask is there, but not wanting to see what's really underneath. But like I said, we do have the mending card here, diverting your eyes. So I do feel like for those again that are in a partnership, and now if this does resonate in June, you guys will be working together equally. You guys are going to better your situation, figure out a way to deal with this, figure out how you move forward and proceed forward in this month of. But like June. I said, we do have the mending card. So I know that there was. So I do feel like for those there, like I said, guys, you make it fit your situation. Resonate, you guys will be working together equally to. Better your situation and just trying to figure out how to move forward coming through here in this month of June. So I know that there was a few different scenarios there. Perhaps, like I said, guys, for a very, 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 very small few of you, this could resonate that somebody could be coming back to offer you something. Maybe somebody from the past. I'm just trying to see and make sure there's maybe somebody that you left out in the cold, and they're wanting to mend things. But I do feel perhaps I'm kind of getting that very, 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 very interested. That this may resonate. That I wanting to turn this person away again. To offer you something. Maybe they're showing up with all the bells and whistles and saying, "Look, I have maybe somebody that you left out in the cold." But again, maybe you're seeing they're wanting to mend things. You're not wanting to. But I do feel. I'm kind of getting that sense that you're not interested, that you may get involved in anything, wanting to turn this person away again. Right? Maybe they're showing up with all the bells and whistles and saying, "Look, I have a lot more to offer you this time. We're done." But again, maybe you're seeing it as just a mask, it could be you're not wanting to. With that Ten of Wands, maybe that's more of a you're not wanting to accept their offer as well, or get involved in anything like the Frank Zappa scenario, right? Struggles that you guys went through in a relationship and saying, "Hey, I'm not. We're done." Wanting to accept any of that back. It could be saying, "Oh, but it's not going to be like that this time," and maybe that's more of a past energy, finding that courage and determination, remembering all the burdens, all the struggles that you guys went through in the relationship and saying, "Hey, I'm and with the Four of Cups there, this could mean that any of that perhaps this is something that you maybe this quite see coming, but it's not going to be like that. It's presented itself, but again, you're finding that courage, listen to your heart, guys, listen to your intuition, and make the choices that again are right. Make it fit your situation. And with the Four of Cups there, this could mean that that was a bit more in depth than some of the other piles. But we're going to move on to your it's presented itself, but again, what's happening? In terms listen to your heart, guys. Listen to your intuition, and make the choices that you know are right for you. So, that was a bit more in depth than some of the other piles. We're going to move on to your career and see what's happening in terms of career for June. Alrighty, pile 3, we are on to your career. So we have 2 tarot cards here, the Empress, woohoo, and the Star, woohoo. And we also have your Oracle, Yang, with the number 1. And we have everything is perfect, trust that things will fall into place. This is great. This makes a lot of sense. So, first of all, with the Empress, so this can represent like divine feminine. She's someone who can be quite motherly, nurturing. She's got that softer side, but she's also someone who is very creative. And I do feel also very independent as well. And she's very inspirational to a lot of people around her. So this could be you guys. Again, I'm going to throw out a few scenarios here because we are doing a general reading. So for some of you, you could be coming up with new creative ideas. And she is, again, a lady of creativity. So, this could be the arts and things like that as well, I feel. So for some of you, like music, acting, painting, something creative, something really creative and artistic. But yeah, she's very influential to the people around her. She's very inspirational, comes up with a lot of ideas for things. With the Star card, for some of you, I feel like this is, you guys really realizing your dreams and knowing what it is that you actually want to head for. We did have at the beginning of your reading, of course, your dreams are there. Your dreams need a practical plan. So the dreams, your dreams were mentioned in the very beginning of the reading. And with this needing a practical plan, that fits in so well here with the Yang card. So, for some of you, this is about really tapping into some more of that divine masculine energy and making that practical plan to move forward. So again, the head working with the heart, right? But again, with the Empress, and we do have the heart here, this is something I feel that is close to the heart for you. This is something that I feel you are very passionate about. Obviously this is a dream, so it's obviously something that you do feel very close to. And of course, naturally would be very close to the heart. So the Star card is about like wish fulfillment. It's about, having that hope and faith in yourself as well, that you can achieve your goals and your dreams. It can also be like the opportunities coming towards you that allow you to see your dreams coming to fruition. So again, we do have that card. Everything is perfect. Trust that things will fall into place. So this is about you guys trusting in the universe, and the Star is that like wish fulfillment card. So I do feel like it is that the universe saying, we've heard you, we see what it is you want to attain or achieve, and we're going to help you get there. And I think that is coming off definitely for you guys, which is great, right? Which is fantastic. So for any of you that have been working on something, a dream, and you've been heading towards it, trust that things will fall into place naturally when they are meant to. But I feel like universe is working with you to really make this happen. And for others of you in this month of June, you will be coming up with something that really calls to you and something that you really would like to do. And maybe it's been something that has been at the back of your mind for some time, or maybe something that, I don't know, even maybe you wanted to do as a child, and just now you're realizing the possibilities in actually being able to perhaps make this happen for yourself. For some of you, like I said, with the Empress, this could be some kind of creative thing like music or acting or something of the sort. In which case, I do feel like with the Star, this could be for some of you in a literal sense. Some of you may be wanting to become stars. Some of you may be getting put out in the spotlight a bit more, and being seen as well. And I feel like with the Star card too, perhaps people are observing you, people have been seeing your work, and you're getting noticed, you're getting seen for what it is that you do, or for what it is that you would like to be doing, and what your dreams and goals are, as well. So, that's really great there. Um, so in terms of finances, like, the Star, again, this is about hope, having positivity, that you can reach whatever it is you're wanting to obtain in terms of your finances. If you have particular financial goals, um, I feel like too this is a bit of gratitude as well, being thankful for the things that you do have. Um, and the Star card, again, like the Empress, can be quite inspirational as well. So, maybe, your inspiration is really being amped up this month of June for you to keep pressing forward and to keep believing in yourself and having that hope and having the trust that things will work out and fall into place when when they are due to, right? Because I want to talk about divine timing, because divine timing is at play for some of you here. Um, for some of you that aren't resonating perhaps with going for some major lifelong dream or something like that, if you are, um, in terms of like the job that you're currently at, this can be, maybe too, this can be you guys, coming up with new ideas or being more inspired in the workplace, I feel like. Sort of getting, kind of almost hearing like almost like a second wind, like you guys sort of feeling like, oh, like suddenly I feel like I can push forward again, or I've got new ideas. I'm re-inspired, right, by things, and I've really got this drive to push forward. Maybe, if you are a leader type person in your job, it doesn't have to be though. Maybe you're just a very inspirational person in your workplace, and people really take notice of you. And when you come up with new ideas or you come up with things, people listen, and they want to take your ideas and really make something of them. Um, and so for some of you, this could be your opportunity to shine. Maybe you're coming up with a new idea in the workplace and people are saying, hey, maybe your boss is saying, hey, that's a really great idea. Let's move forward with that. Let's make that happen. Right. But again, whatever this is, it needs a practical plan. So again, back to that yang energy there. Um, again, with the Star card, this could be new opportunities as well coming to you in the workplace. Um, Maybe even promotion for some of you, which is going to lead you again with the Empress, into a better financial time. And this can be too just work goals, like ambitions as well within the workplace. So maybe, if you're working in a really big business, maybe there's a lot of room to grow. Maybe there's a lot of positions to be filled. and maybe you have some dreams and wishes about furthering up the ladder or getting into, higher positions. And, this is a clue that, you have the ability to do that. And it's just a matter of believing in yourself. But there could be opportunities coming for you as well, or opening up for you that allow you to step into those kinds of positions for some of you. Um, and this just, like I said too, this could be just a creative period for some of you guys at work. This just could just be new creative inspiration. Maybe you're just finding new ways of doing things. Bringing a bit of fresh air into the workplace. If you are a leader, if you are a boss, again, this can be new ways of leading the team, or just giving that, fresh breath of fresh air to your staff, and giving them hope and new faith in what you guys are doing in the company, in the job, in whatever it is that you guys do in the industry, right? Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like a lot of you guys, for the majority of you, this was about like some kind of goal, achievement, or attainment, some sort of dream that you guys had really wanted to fulfill. And I do feel like that is coming for you. And again, just going back to that needing a practical plan. So as long as you guys remember that, and, I did talk before about grounding yourselves, and, follow along in that direction, I think you guys, have a really great chance at, being that empress and having that wish fulfillment. So that's really, really fantastic. Again, I'll just end it by saying everything is perfect. Trust that things will fall into place. Okay, guys, we're going to go and head on to your final part, which is the spiritual and emotional health and well-being. Okay, part 3, we are on to the last section. This is your spiritual and emotional health and well-being. So we have 2 tarot cards, the Ace of Pentacles and the World. We also have your Oracle card, Happy Happy, and we have the number 26, which breaks down to an 8. And we also have the card, Be Open with People in Yourself. It will amaze you how things change. Yeah, so, okay. Look, guys, these are all fantastic cards to get. So be very excited, be very happy, like the card says, happy, happy. And I feel like this is the main essence for you in terms of health and spirituality in June. So with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is, health improving, you guys feeling really good about yourselves, making good lifestyle choices. I mean, aces are about new energy as well. So this can be you guys implementing new changes into your lifestyle, maybe new health habits, new workout routines, maybe you're eating better, all that kind of stuff. So there could be some changes that you guys are inspired to make the month of June to improve your health and well-being even more. But I do generally feel like you guys are in a good position to begin with. And that, that I don't see that, none of these cards indicate that there's anything negative or tough that you guys are going through in June in regards to this. So spiritually, maybe you guys are going to be inspired to start something new, do something new. If you guys do have like routines, like maybe you do meditation or something, maybe you're inspired to take it a step further. Maybe you're going to go out and do some yoga. Maybe you're going to keep doing the meditations, but instead of sitting inside, you're going to go outside and be amongst nature and do the meditations, things like that. You guys maybe, even trying new things you haven't tried before. I can vouch, one thing I will say is for binaural beats. I love them. If you are a person who loves meditation, perhaps binaural beats or something, if you haven't tried those before, that you might want to get into. Things like that. And of course, we do have the well card here as well. So, I mean, look, if you have been battling some illnesses, or maybe if you've been feeling a bit sick lately, I know where I am at the moment. There's been a lot of viruses going around, excluding coronavirus. So, yeah, a lot of people have been getting sick on and off. So, I mean, maybe it's just like little bugs or something that have been going around. If you have been sort of dealing with any of that, feeling any of that, this is you guys coming out the other end, okay? This is you guys recovering from that. I mean, this is you guys feeling, I want to say, I know it's cheesy, but on top of the world, right? And I'm looking at this happy card, how she's literally sitting on top of that egg there. So it's like you guys are feeling on top of your game, I feel like. Again, going back to the spiritual side of things, you can see she's got that rainbow that's sort of coming down around her. It almost looks like it could be her aura, but also that she may even be getting some like downloads and things like that. So again, I feel like this is you guys, you know, feeling really good about yourselves, but maybe too, maybe this is the inspiration that's coming through to change up things, to do something different. But I also feel like you guys have a lot to offer the world as well. So maybe share some of your own experiences. Maybe if you're getting into new things, maybe you're sharing that with the world, on what you're doing. For instance, if you're a person that does social media and things, maybe you're sharing some of that on your Instagram. Look at the new routines I'm doing. Look at the new food that I'm eating, look at this, look at that, look, and just sharing some of your stuff. And we do have be open with people and yourself. It will amaze you how things change. So I do feel like, as much as you are feeling fantastic, it seems in the month of June, I feel like you're wanting to project that out to the world as well, and sort of inspire others and give others that same energy. So that is really amazing. And it does look here like she's sort of sitting in a meditative position. So again, for some of you, maybe you're into meditation, maybe you're shaking up that routine a bit. Yeah, fantastic, guys. And we do have the number 26. So again, I said that breaks down to an 8. Yeah, gosh, I don't even know what else to say about this. I think it is so self-explanatory. Um, with the well card too, I mean, this can be spiritual fulfillment as well. This can be really feeling like you're yeah, you're feeling spiritually fulfilled. I don't know how else to say that. Maybe you're feeling really in tune or tapped into your sense of self. So maybe you're really in tune with your intuition, your gut feelings and things, but you're also feeling very maybe connected to spirit. But again, also I feel like there's that connection too with others and the world. So maybe you're feeling very connected with others at this time, um, and the world in general. Um, I feel like you're at this point where you've got this really good understanding of self. You're feeling really good about who you are. There's a knowing, there's a deep knowing of, I know this is who I am. Um, I'm just looking at this happy card. It looks like a child's face in that egg. So, I mean, for some of you too, this is really like, inner child stuff as well. You guys could be feeling really connected to your inner child in the month of June, and maybe that's attributing to a lot of happiness for you. And maybe it's filled with a lot of smiles and laughter. Maybe there's a lot that's going to be going on in your June that's going to make you smile or laugh. And perhaps again, like I said, you're projecting that out onto others. And getting other people to laugh and smile and so on and so forth. And I just do feel like a lot of people are really going to be benefiting from your energy this month of June in terms of all this. So realistically, guys, I don't really think I need to say any more than that. Your health's good, and like I said, you guys are in a really good state as well in terms of spiritual and emotional well-being. You may be shaking up your routine, trying new things, or getting downloads, inspirations to do new things. Again, being more open with people, sharing your ideas, sharing what you're up to, your knowledge, your wisdom, and yeah, being happy and spreading that around. So that's fantastic, guys. So this concludes your reading, bar one last little bit where I want to just get one card of advice for you guys, the main advice for your month of June, and then we're going to end out this reading. So let's get on to that. 3, so I just dealt you a guidance card, an advice card, and we got, I think it's perfect, success. And creative ambition is the energy that surrounds you now. Make the most of it. Yes, that does tie up the reading very nicely. I think it's a nice little end there. So Spirit is obviously surrounding you with a lot of creative energy and ambition this month of June. Make the most of it, guys. And, best of luck to you for the rest of June and with this creative endeavor. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is the end of your reading, pile 3. If you did like this reading and it resonated, please leave me a message down in the comment box. I would love to read it. If you like my energy and my channel and you have not yet subscribed, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm gradually growing and I'm very appreciative for all the subscribers that I have and for all of you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you on the next reading. Take care. Blessed be.